Today we're going to make a corner bookmark that's a dragon inspired by Chinese New Year.
For today's craft, you're going to need a black marker crown or a pencil crown, some scissors, a pencil, glue. I'm using a little bit of white paper for my eyes, and then here's where you have to choose what colors you would like for your bookmark. Now today I'm using a green, red, and yellow. This bookmark here that I made earlier, I used red, orange, and yellow, so you have to decide what you would like. First decision you have to make is what you would like for the base. So this is the base of your bookmark. So you have to pick that color first. So go ahead, grab the colors you need, grab everything you need, and let's get started. Like I said, you have to pick the base first. So I'm going to use yellow. There's not really a size that is perfect. If your page is too big, then you're gonna have a huge bookmark, and if your page is too small, you're gonna have a tiny bookmark. To figure out what you need in terms of size, you need a square. So you could use a ruler, but I'm going to show you a different way. So I'm just going to take this piece of paper and I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it up here. And you can see here there's a line. On that line is where I am going to cut. Now when you do this, it creates a square. So this is a square, and that's what you need in order to make the base of your bookmark. Now, if I'm going to take this square, this is about, I'm just going to show you here, this is going to be about the size of our bookmark. So if that's too big for you and you're like, whoa, that's a really big bookmark, all you have to do is make it a little bit smaller. Now, to make it a little bit smaller, just cut some of the paper off. So I'm just going to say, oh, this is too big. I'm going to cut some off. And I'm going to fold again because now it's not a square anymore. So I'm going to take the bottom corner, fold up to the top. You'll notice now I have a little bit of extra here because it's not a square anymore. I'm going to cut it. And now it is a square again. So that's how you can make a square super easily. You can also just go ahead and use a ruler. Let me just grab a ruler here and just show you. This is about 15 centimeters. So it's 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. So if you would like to make yours 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters, go ahead or pick a size you would like. Then we're gonna get started. Okay, so now that you have your piece of paper, whatever size that is, we're gonna fold it back into our triangle again. I'm just going to turn it this way to make it a little bit easier. So now this part of the triangle is facing down, either other side is facing to the right and to the left. I'm going to take the left side and I'm going to pull it down the bottom right to the tip. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Pull the right side down to the tip. Okay. Now you can see what we have here. You're going to now go to the bottom part and you're going to take this and just the one side. So there's two flaps here. You're going to pull this up. So you're pulling it up. So I'm just going to slow down, make sure you can catch up with me. You can always pause the video as well. I'm going to go back to the left side and take this whole thing and it's going to tuck now underneath. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to push it and tuck it underneath. Now here's where you kind of have to use your fingers and just be careful. You can see my page lifts up. That's okay. I'm actually going to just turn it over. It's easier for me to work this way. And just really just kind of push it down. And there it should go nice and softly inside, nice and neatly, not softly, nice and neatly inside. If it doesn't, just kind of keep maneuvering it till it does. And you do the same from the other side. So you're just going to, now I've moved it over, so hopefully I haven't confused you. So whether you have it upside down like this, you have to pull it and slip it under, or you've turned it around with me, you just have to pull this extra piece that you have out here. It's going on top and then it's slipping inside. So you're slipping inside. Now if something happened, just pause that video, go back and rewatch. What you'll end up with is something that you can stick your fingers in because this is essentially where your page is going to go. That's where your bookmark would be, right? So if this is the page, your bookmark goes in the corner. So that's going to be the base of your bookmark. Now is where you get to decide what you want to do for your dragon. I'm going to make a head. I'm also going to make some wings. So you want to decide, okay, what color do I want my head? What color do I want my wings? I think I'm going to actually go green for the head of my dragon. So I'm just going to show you how I draw the head of my dragon. I'm going to not use this entire piece of paper, so I'm going to cut this in half because I only need a little bit for my head. So this is going to be about the size of my head, but I want my head to be symmetrical. I want the same on one side as it is on the other, which means I'm going to take this green piece of paper and fold it in half. I'm going to work right on this fold line, and I'm just going to draw kind of spikes going everywhere for the head of my dragon. So I'm going to start right at the fold line, and I'm going to draw a diagonal line that comes down. Then I'm going to go and draw a curved line that comes up and then comes back in. I'm going to go back out, curve the other way, come in. I'm going to curve maybe a smaller one and then curve back in. So you see this one's thinner, this one's a little bit thicker. There's no right or wrong. And then I'm going to maybe curve and make it a little bit even curvier. So I'm going to curve around this way and then back again, back again, back again. Then I'm going to, about halfway through, when I get to about half of my page, I want to come down, 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 curve in. So I came down, 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 curved in. And this down here is going to be the nose of my dragon. So I want it to come down and curve to a tip. So that's going to be half. And when I cut it, I will end up with a symmetrical base for my dragon, or a symmetrical head for my dragon. Go ahead, when you're ready, cut that out. Once that's cut out and I open it, that's what I have. Really cool dragon. And now that I have the head done, I'm going to continue just to decorate. So this is going to go over here like this. I want some wings, and I can choose to do those in any color I want. I think I'm going to go with red. So I want my wings to look exactly the same, which means I'm going to fold my paper again. So I'm folding my paper over, deciding what I want those wings to look like, and just going to draw them. So I'm actually going to start on one end. I'm going to come curve up, 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 around over to this side. And then I'm just going to curve in and down, curve up and down. So up and down. And that will be what I am going to use for my wings. I'm going to cut that out. Now because I folded, I'm going to end up with two that are congruent, same shape and same size. There we go. And now I'm going to, I thought I had a little white piece of paper around here somewhere. Here it is. I'm going to fold this in half, draw a circle for my eyes, and cut that out. Now because I folded it, I'll end up with two, so go ahead and make some eyes. Once you have those eyes done, I like to glue them on so I don't lose them. And then I'm going to take my black marker, you can use a crayon or a pencil crayon, and just draw some pupils in. And then you're just ready to go ahead and cut out whatever you would like extra to decorate. So there's one pupil, another pupil. I'm going to use my marker here at the bottom, and I'm going to draw some nostrils. And I think what I'm also going to do is use some of this red, and here we go. I'm going to cut some red into some thin strips. So I'm going to cut these strips, and I'm going to have some fire coming out from my dragon. Actually, I'm also going to use some of the yellow that I had. I'm going to mix that red and yellow. And I want my strips to, the dragon's, those flames out to curl. So I'm just going to take my pencil, take all those pieces of paper and roll, 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 nice and tight. Tight, 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 tight. hold and let go. And there I'll end up with some curls. I'm going to glue that on. Now, before everything kind of gets a little bit messy here, I am going to make sure I glue some things on so I don't lose them. So I'm actually going to take my wings and I'm going to glue those coming in from behind my bookmark. I'm going to take my head and glue that right on top of my bookmark. And I still want a few more extra decorations here. So I'm just going to use these papers, leftover pieces of paper. So I'm going to use these extra leftover pieces of paper just to kind of make some extra embellishments. So I'm going to take this yellow and I think I'm just going to draw a curve here, almost like a horn maybe, and see if I like the look of that. And glue that on. So here's where you get to go ahead and just be creative, just adding to your dragon to make it look unique. So go ahead, enjoy decorating your dragon. And you will know when your dragon is done when you are happy with the way that it looks. And then all you will do is slip that dragon into the corner of a page and you now have your bookmark. If you like this craft, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.
Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.